internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Script. Let's get right into today's episode. First of all, I want to start off by saying something very sincere, and that is I love every single one of you guys that understand and have been following my channel, that see the vision that 99% of the world's population does not see. And in a moment, I'm going to play you a video, a podcast, and I'm telling you, some of you guys are going to get very triggered, and many of you guys are going to say, what the heck are they talking about? And you're going to do a facepalm, because I actually walked around with my hands above my head, like I was like, what is, are we delusional? Because guess what? We are labeled as the delusional individuals. And in today's episode, I'm going to show you exactly why. I mean, the ones that know $100 XRP is going to happen 100%, but anything over that, you're going to know that a $500 XRP, a $1,000 XRP is very, very realistic. So sit back, relax, because the information we're going to go over today is monumental, and these are just some numbers to get you thinking. And then I'm going to go over my trades on Bitunix and on 2bit. Okay, these are generational bottoms that we are trading right now, and I'll get to them in a moment. But take a listen to this clip. It is actually mind-boggling how certain they are. Isn't it? With all the information that we know, right? Our community, the researchers, the intelligent individuals, listen to what is being said here. It is actually, I'm so sorry. It's so bad. It is so bad. Okay, here it is.
Okay, not bad. So we can't do Satoshi, right? Because he's gone. He's never coming back, and we can't invoke him to come back.
How do you know he's gone?
Because he would have come back at this point if he was like incentivized financially. And Bitcoin is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. At no point in time is there a person that's like, I'm going to wait. I have a couple $100 billion now. I'm going to wait until it hits $1 trillion or whatever it is.
And you can see wallets. That's how you know.
You can see it. Yeah. His coins have not moved since, I forget what year.
It's his coins.
Yeah. It's in his wallet.
How many coins does he have?
Wasn't it like a million? Roughly
It's
a million
lot.
coins. Yeah.
So what's the value of that?
It was like
Whatever it is,
$128 billion.
Yeah. He's like one of the top
Sitting in his
5.
And you've never seen that is his wallet transacting.
It's never moved. And it never will.
It hasn't moved since when? It was like 2000.
I want to say 2011, but I might be wrong. Yeah, something like that.
So are people speculating that he's passed away? That he's gone?
Most likely he's passed away, yeah. The people who think he was, but the Bitcoin community doesn't really like to talk about who Satoshi is, because that's an attack vector, right? Because if you figure out who that person is or who that group was, you can attack
That's
their
a
character.
vulnerability.
That's a vulnerability.
It's interesting. Michael Saylor's been asked, who is Satoshi Nakamoto?
Right? He gets mad.
And yeah, he just it triggers him. Like he does not want to answer it.
Right.
And he gets like visibly upset.
Yeah, he calls it the immaculate conception of Bitcoin, right? Because it's like no one knows who gave birth to this thing. And it's smart. Like we shouldn't really try to figure that out.
Are you kidding me? Look how certain he is. Yeah, he's gone. He's never coming back. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this for a moment, okay? They tell you, okay, Michael Saylor goes on stage and tells you that Bitcoin is going to go to $10 million per coin, even 3 million and even 1 million.
Will trade all of their stuff for it, but when they buy it, they'll be buying it at 10 million a coin or 20 million a coin or 50 million a coin. And we will basically take our debt and we'll negate it, and then we'll flip to being a creditor nation.
And I'm going to give you guys some rough numbers here. And keep in mind everything you guys know about an asset actually being used, having deep enough liquidity and able to settle global settlements, without friction at a high scale with large volumes, nonstop, without any room for error, okay? When the Bitcoin networks gets congested, that is unpredictable. In the new economy, in the world economy, in the payment system, you cannot have those kind of risks, okay? And that is why Bitcoin will never be used as a payment method. And the best part is, in 2025, they're coming out and they say, yeah, we're gonna make Bitcoin better so we could use it as payments. Folks, you're late. Ripple has been focused on payments since day one, and now we are venturing off to new instruments. It is actually incredible. So take a look at these numbers right now, okay?
As Bitcoin becomes the new world reserve asset,
that Bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council.
the price will go up. It'll go to 1 million. It'll go to 10.
When Bitcoin goes to $1 million, and I say this because I believe Bitcoin will hit $1 million because the world's a stage, right? You saw what happened with CV19, and the thing is, every single government is behind Bitcoin now, and they're gonna get it to $1 million. This is the new scheme that they have going on here right now. Okay, so when Bitcoin goes to $1 million, and whatever happens, it happens. We're talking about a $19 trillion market capitalization based off of what? What is that doing? What is that solving? Absolutely nothing. When Bitcoin goes to $3 million, you're talking about a $50 trillion market cap. That is absolutely insane. And let's talk about market cap, because everybody says XRP can't go to $100 because of market cap, but they don't understand what utility is. And when they say Bitcoin is going to go to $10 million, we're talking about $190 trillion in market capitalization. And that market capitalization solves zero problems in this world. And when we compare that to XRP's market capitalization, when XRP 100% XRP will go to $100. Take me to court if it doesn't. We're talking about a $9 trillion market cap, and I did that math based off of 90 billion XRP in circulation. When XRP goes to $500 in the future, we're talking about a $45 trillion market capitalization. But when we talk about market capitalization, we have to be looking at it from a liquidity and depth perspective. That is why XRP reaching $500 in the future will be happening naturally. It'll happen naturally. It won't happen because people are buying it so the number goes up. It will happen because it is being used, and the system itself needs to have a high value in order for that system to scale to its fullest.
Actually, what I'm really most excited about is the things that I cannot even imagine right now, right? Because again, this is how early we are, and that's the thing with transformational technologies. You can't even imagine at the beginning.
And in the future, again, keep in mind, this system, this new economy that is being built is going to outlive us, okay? We're all going to die one day, and realistically speaking, we are setting up our families for generational wealth here. The smart individuals here are taking action when everybody else is sleeping on this. And in the future, when XRP goes to $1,000, we're talking about a $90 trillion market capitalization. Now, compare that to Bitcoin at $10 million with $190 trillion, and it solves absolutely nothing, okay? And you're probably wondering, I mean, I'm not going to tell you if you're going to ask me, do you think XRP is going to go to $100? Yes, absolutely. And the people that deny it, listen, it's so sad to me. Listen, I'm not the only one that says XRP is going to go to $100. And the best part is we give legitimate information backing that up. So when you compare Bitcoin and XRP's market capitalization, it is absolutely insanity, pure insanity. Bitcoin going to a $10 million and $190 trillion market capitalization, that is just so funny to me. And there's people out there actually calling for that, okay? And when we say XRP is going to go to $1,000, they call us delusional and they call us idiots and retards. But guess what? We're going to be the ones laughing at the end of the day. And a $90 trillion market capitalization for XRP, we can't even, this is the thing. I know I've said this many times, and I know you guys understand. Market cap means absolutely nothing. When you're talking about a utility-driven asset like XRP, market cap means nothing. It's more so the liquidity. It's not the market cap, okay? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But this is just so crazy to me, and that's a food for thought for this Sunday evening. I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday. But, I mean, folks, it's so crazy, It's like words truly cannot explain what we are about to witness, and they even told you that. And now let's take a look at the XRP chart right now. I've been keeping you guys updated on my Instagram. If you guys are following me on my Instagram, and if you guys are not, if you aren't, go ahead and give me a follow. The link is in the description down below. But I have been giving you guys updates live on this XRP chart right now. We called for 265. XRP is going to test it. It tested it and it came right back down. But now it is going for that second leg up. If we could breach through this, ladies and gentlemen, 280, $3 is within our horizon by next week. Okay, and we have trades open right now for BNB and XRP. We actually have 2 XRP trades open on 2bit. We have one for USDT that is up 2,200%. And listen, I opened up this trade and I made it live on Instagram. This is actually crazy. I've never actually opened and trade this high leverage, 125 leverage. Do not do this. But the best part about this is I only put $100 up front in terms of my margin. And I already took $500 in profit. So the margin on this is $52. And you guys know, I don't put big margins on this, but I do have a decent margin size open on Bitunix right now. And we have the USDC trade open, and then we have the XRP with 52 leverage open right now on 2bit. Take advantage of the deposit bonuses for Bitunix and on 2bit. I use both, and I open both trades at the same time because, I mean, it's just something that when you're talking about generational bottoms, you want to have multiple positions open. And someone, and if you guys remember the dump that happened right here, right when XRP came down to $1.19. Ladies and gentlemen, do you understand how many people got liquidated on here? And you guys know I told you that I lost $35,000 on this liquidation event, along with many others, and this was unpredictable. Okay, and some of you guys may say, oh, you're telling people to leverage trade. No, nobody's forcing for you to do anything. The smart individuals that have been following me on this channel for a very long time, and I've been documenting my trades, the best part is they don't even listen to me anymore. They're out there trading on their own because they understand what they're doing now, and they understand the risk factor and the reward factor. In life, there's always going to be risks and there's always going to be rewards. And I'll tell you something right now, scared money doesn't make money. And that is something that I preach by. If you do not, risk, or if you do not try something new, I mean, how are you going to grow, right? You need room for growth mentally, personally, physically, and you got to try new things. And it may not be leverage for some people, right? At the end of the day, leverage is gambling. Same with life. Everything in life is a gamble. You step out of your house, you get in your car, you drive to work. Guess what? That's a gamble. You might get hit by a car. You might get into a car accident. Every day is a gamble. But at the end of the day, do not do this if you don't feel comfortable, and do not ever do this with your XRP holding bag. This should be something completely different. And I always tell you guys to go in with a clear mindset and take your profits if you are in profit. On my BNB trade, I already have taken $7,400 in profit, and I have a $185 margin. On my XRP trade currently right now, I am not taking any profit because my margin is only $72. And my strategy is either go big or go home, and that is up $2,000 right now. And let's say I lose all that, guess what? I'll be a little bit annoyed because I could have taken at least $1,000 off the table, but generational bottoms. And with $72, I don't care if I lose that. And I told you guys that I gave you guys my strategy when I first started. Don't use high margin. When you feel comfortable, increase the margin, or take advantage of the deposit bonuses for Bitunix and 2bit and combine those and 2 different trades on 2 different platforms, okay? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, you delusional animals, because at the end of the day, we're just delusional, right? And we were delusional at 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents. And I wonder what they're going to come up with when we're at $100. Okay? They're always going to come out with something. That's all I got to say. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But it is crazy what I heard. If you guys want, you know what? I'm going to piss you guys off. Listen to it again. I dare you. Don't shut it off. Listen to it. Just listen to it. These are the people. Like, look at the conviction right here. And it's blind faith. This is honestly blind faith, and it blows my mind. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many times I said that. I do apologize if that annoyed you, but I do. Okay, we're going to end it there, and we'll be back with another video.
Okay, not bad. So we can't do Satoshi, right? Because like he's gone. He's never coming back, and we can't invoke him to come back.
How do you know he's gone?
Because he would have come back at this point if he was like incentivized financially, and Bitcoin is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. At no point in time is there a person that's like, I'm going to wait. I have a couple $100 billion now. I'm going to wait until it hits $1 trillion or whatever it is.
And you can see wallets. That's how you know.
You can see it. Yeah, his coins have not moved since I forget
it's
what
his
year.
Coins.
Yeah, it's in his wallet.
How many coins does he have?
Wasn't it like 1 million? Roughly
That's
a million
lot.
coins. Yeah.
So what's the value of that?
It was like
Whatever it is,
$128 billion.
Yeah, he's like one of the top
Sitting in his
5.
And you've never seen that is his wallet transacting.
It's never moved. And it never will.
It hasn't moved since when? It was like 2000.
I want to say 2011, but I might be wrong. Yeah, something like that.
So are people speculating that he's passed away? That he's gone?
Most likely he's passed away, yeah. The people who think he was, but the Bitcoin community doesn't really like to talk about who Satoshi is because that's an attack vector, right? Because if you figure out who that person is or who that group was, you can attack their character.
Vulnerability.
That's a vulnerability.
It's interesting. Right? Michael Saylor's been asked, who is Satoshi Nakamoto?
He gets mad.
And yeah, he just it triggers him. Like he does not want to answer it.
Right.
And he gets like visibly upset.
Yeah, he calls it the immaculate conception of Bitcoin, right? Because it's like no one knows who gave birth to this thing. And it's smart. Like we shouldn't really try to figure that out.
Will trade all of their stuff for it, but when they buy it, they'll be buying it at 10 million a coin or 20 million a coin or 50 million a coin. And we will basically take our debt and we'll negate it, and then we'll flip to being a creditor nation.
Naturally, I'm his friend because he made me wealthy.
It is my first movie. It's great. Everything can be tokenized. So.
Well, I woke up this morning, check my bags on the chain. XRPL still humming while the FUD folks complain. Ripple fighting Goliath, yeah, the SSA's game. But Johnny D and Hogan, they're bringing the flame. So we salute to the rebels in suits, to the coders and hodlers wearing dusty old boots. Raise a toast to the ledger and the lawyers who bite, while taco stand dumps through the middle of the night. Damn, Jed, can you chill? Brad G's on the mic saying clarity now, while Shorts codes the stars with the hologram cow watch. The haters keep chirping, but the people ain't blind. This ain't some mean dream, it's the internet spine. Regulators stalling, but the clock's ticking fast. Ripple drops the case like a baseline blast. Communities united from Twitter to the street. We meme through the madness and never admit defeat. Yeah, we salute to the devs and the geeks, to the ledger that clears in seconds, not weeks. To D, to Hogan, to legal delight, and the salty old taco that just loves to spite. Hey Jed, you done yet? Or you got another dump scheduled for lunch? So here's to the warriors, the freaks, and the fans, waving salute tokens like battle flags in hand. It ain't just about coins, it's a movement, a pact. We defend what we build, and we're taking it back. Come on, salute to the ones in the fight, to the token that laughs in regulatory spite, to Schwartz, Brad, and the ones still believing, even while taco stands always leaving. One for XRP, and raise your guitar for decentralized dreams. This song's for the ledger, the truth and the proof. With a smile and a nod, we say salute.